Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kasha and welcome back to Thriller Thursday.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the beat back.
Welcome back to my channel everyone. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kasha. Every Monday I do mysteries and every Thursday I do thrillers. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button because I am here for you every Monday and Thursday. Right now we're working our way up to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can hit that subscribe button, I really appreciate it. Plus we're gonna have a giveaway once we hit our goal. If you have any interesting stories or crimes you want me to go over, just put them down in the comments below and you can be featured in my next video. Today's thriller is on the Killdozer, built by Marvin Heemeyer. Marvin Heemeyer built the Killdozer for the ultimate revenge. Story begins. In the early 1990s, Marvin Heemeyer bought a few acres of land in Colorado for $4,200 and opened up his own muffler repair shop. He was widely regarded as a fairly jovial, blue-collar guy, working on land that he bought to make a living with his own two hands. After 10 years of operating his business on his 2-acre plot, plans were approved to build a massive concrete plant just smack next to his property. This plan proved a serious issue for Heemeyer, as the only access road for his business crossed through the concrete plant's factory, meaning neither he or any of his customers would have street access to his business. In 2001, Heemeyer appealed the Town Zoning Commission's decision to authorize the concrete plant's construction. He claimed it would block access to his existing business, but his appeal was denied. Soon after that interaction, Heemeyer was hit with a series of fines totaling around $2,500. The fines were levied for violations that included junk cars on his property. Don't forget, he was a muffler repairman, so he could have had some vehicles that were sitting there that he didn't get to, or etc. Petty things about a sewer line that he didn't have. Meanwhile, he would have to go over 8 feet of the concrete factory's property in order to install his sewer line. The sewer line infraction was particularly offensive to Heemeyer. This all sounds like a small business being muscled out by a town zoning commission and big business. But Heemeyer also found himself trapped on a 2-acre plot through his own lack of foresight and, some could argue, greed. Because prior to that decision, Heemeyer entered an agreement with the company that owned the land for the proposed concrete plant. They would pay him $250,000 for his 2 acres, allowing him a tidy profit from that $42,000 that he spent back in the 1990s. It'd be enough money to set up shop somewhere else and set up somewhere new. However, Heemeyer soon backed out of that deal, upping his demands to $375,000. He believed that, if they really wanted that land, then they would have to pay him what he demanded. Then Heemeyer upped the ante again, reportedly demanding almost $1 million for his 2 acres. At that point, the plant opted to simply pursue its zoning rights and stop trying to deal with Heemeyer. I'm like, come on, dude. We offer you a fair price. You keep trying to up the ante. We got the rights anyways. We're just gonna build. They didn't care. Now, Marvin Heemeyer decided he had enough. He sold his property outright to a third party. A few years earlier, he had purchased a Komatsu bulldozer with the intent to, make an alternate route to his muffler shop so he could still have people come to his business and he can come and go. But with the proceeds from his property, he began to make custom modifications to his bulldozer. Now it would serve a new purpose as his weapon of mass destruction, the Killdozer. Boom, boom, boom. Over the next 18 months, Heemeyer would build makeshift armor plating that housed the bulldozer's cabin, engine, and even parts of its tracks, using a combination of sheet metal and concrete to create the armor. Some portions of the bulldozer sat behind a foot of protection, rendering the vehicle impervious of all the small firearms and small explosives. As the armor covered most of the cabin, a video camera was mounted on an exterior for visibility, and he had 3 inches of bulletproof plastic surrounding the camera, along with many fans blowing to keep the dust off the lens. Talk about smart and crazy. Inside his makeshift cockpit were 2 monitors, which Heemeyer could observe his destruction. There were also fans and air conditioners to keep him cool while he plummeted down the town. Finally, he even fashioned some gun ports, 3 of them to be exact. One with a .50 caliber rifle, another with a .308 semi-automatic weapon, and one with a .22 rifle. According to authorities, he sealed himself inside the cockpit. It would be impossible to get out, and they believed that he didn't want to. On June 4th, 2004, the Killdozer was complete. Heemeyer sealed himself inside of the cockpit and set out for town. He drove his machine straight out of his shop wall like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah. He then plowed through the concrete plant, the town hall, a newspaper office, a former judge's widow's home, a hardware store, and other homes. Authorities realized that every business or home that had been bulldozed had some connection to Heemeyer and his plot against the zoning committee. For 2 hours and 7 minutes, Marvin Heemeyer and his Killdozer rampaged through the town, damaging 13 buildings and knocking out gas services to City Hall. Such a panic was caused that the governor considered authorizing the National Guard to attack with Apache helicopters and an anti-tank missile. The attacks were even in place, and had Heemeyer not wedged himself in the basement of a hardware store on his own, they would have been carried out. As he attempted to bulldoze Gamble's hardware store, he got the Killdozer stuck in the foundation. With the end in sight, Heemeyer killed himself with a gunshot to the head in his cockpit, determined to leave the world on his own terms. Despite the nearly $7 million in damage done to the town of Granby, not a single human besides Heemeyer was killed. A reverse 911 system was used to notify residents of the Killdozer so they can get out of the way in time. After the rampage, authorities searched Heemeyer's home and found multiple notes and audio tapes that outlined Heemeyer's motivations. They also found that several men that visited his shop as he was building his Killdozer, they never even noticed it. A fact which encouraged Heemeyer. They can't see this, let me just keep on working on it. As for Marvin Heemeyer's Killdozer itself, state officials decided to take it apart and sell it for scrap. They sent the pieces to dozens of scrap yards to stop Heemeyers, that rhymes, from snatching a piece. It soon became clear that the Killdozer was going to be the subject of amateur builders for years to come. So what did you all think about the Killdozer? Did you think it was a doozy? Would you seek revenge this way? I would like to know your thoughts down below. I hope that you all like the story of the Killdozer. And don't forget, if you have any interesting thrillers, you can throw them down below and they could be featured in my next video. I hope you all have an awesome November. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, the like, and share this video. And I hope you all have a great day. See you all soon.